Welcome to another installment of the Champions of Chime Amp Roundup. We've gathered 9 EL84 driven gems to duke it out at the hands of session aces Justin Derrico, Taylor Locke, and Steve Travato. Up now is the Fargen AC Duotone. Ben Fargen's amps have always had a very British visual bent, so it's no surprise that the AC Duotone pops up in this roundup. The 15-watt head features a duo of EL84s, 2 12AX7 preamp tubes, and a 5CA4/EZ81 rectifier tube. The amp features M18 and V15 channels, each with their own input, volume, and tone controls. The street price for the head is $19.49. We tested the amp through a 65 amps 112 cabinet with a Celestion G12H30. Let's hear it.
My name's Justin Derrico. I play guitar for Pink, and I'm also in the house band for The Voice. This is a Nash guitar, Bill Nash. And it's very reminiscent of some guitars that you've probably seen before. And I believe the pickups in it are Lawler pickups. They're single coil, and it's relict. It's pretty sexy. I really like how warm this side is. I guess it's supposed to be similar to a Vox, I guess. Is that what it is? And it's similar in some ways, but it's not quite as glassy, and which I kind of dig more, which I think is really cool. And then the Marshall side is badass. I mean, it's like you hit a big drop D open D chord, and it's rock and roll all the way home. As far as specifics go, I don't know what it is, but vibe-wise, it's it's nice, and I love the warmth that it has, and it's very organic, and I felt like it was really responsive. The more I dig in, it you could really hear my hands through this amp, more so than some of the others.
Hey, this is Taylor Locke from the bands The Roughs and Rooney. This is an early 2000s Gibson Custom Shop SG. It's a 61 reissue, which is when they were actually still called Les Pauls. And I got it on eBay, and the previous owner had changed the bridge pickup out for a Peter Florence Voodoo 59. And it sounds great, so I kept it in there, and I think everything else is stock. channel called V15 and a channel called M18. Now, I did not go to college, but I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think that the V15 is a 15-watt channel based on a Vox 15-watter, and I think the M18 is a Marshall-style 18-watter. This is a good amp. The Vox channel in particular was really nice. It had a good shimmer to it, a big, robust, clean, a little more bottom end than I would generally find on Vox-style circuits, which was nice. And then as I came up into the upper quadrant of the volume control, it had a pretty good, ferocious, grindy Vox sound to it. The Marshall channel was good too. I wish they were more different. I found that the Marshall channel was just kind of a little bit duller in the high end, but also pretty good for lead work when you turned it up.
Hi, I'm Steve Trovato, and welcome. I brought two different guitars today, a T model and an S model, both by LSL. I love both sounds in this amp. When I go to M18, it sounds like an M18, and V15 is very similar. It's got that jangly British type sound that sounds great with, for instance, a 12-string guitar. The M18 side sounds very John Mayall-ish, Blues Breakers, Eric Clapton. When I put on the distortion, it takes pedals really well. Things I can see that would be a drawback for me personally is its weight, because you got this, which is very heavy, and you have to take along with you a speaker cab, which may or may not be very heavy. The other drawback that I would may have done differently is that there's no reverb. I was like a reverb in these small amplifiers, so I don't have to carry extra pedals with me.
Make sure to watch the rest of our Champions of Chime demos and head to premierguitar.com to read our written feature with additional commentary from Justin, Taylor, and Steve.